Hello everybody. Today we're going to change the heat pump, air handler. Heat pump got stolen from Foreclosed house. The outdoor unit got stolen. We're going to change the air handler. New line set in. So I'm on my way to pick the equipment up and see if we can't get it going for them. So we're fixing to pull up at the supply house. The Amana truck. Goodman and man. There's old Nathan, the manager here. Nathan, you want to be on camera? No, he said he didn't want to be on camera.
I have to sign a release.
I got to sign. Or you got to sign a release?
Yeah.
Got to turn my headlights off. All right, so I'm down in the crawl space, and over there is where the air handler is going to sit. I've got my blower wheel, my air handler taken apart, of course my coil, and I do take them apart, so they're easy to get back there. I'm doing this by myself, and one reason I take them apart is so I don't hurt myself. Actually makes the unit lighter. I don't have to worry about hurting myself. The guy across the street used to work for the same company, well, used to work for a company I used to work for, and he came walling over here because his back was injured. He's been off the job for 9 months. He had back surgery a couple times. He's got rods where discs used to be, and so that is why I take my air handlers apart if I'm working by myself. And even if I'm not working by myself, I still take them apart because it's just easier to get them back there. But show you where the outdoor unit used to sit. Right there. Somebody stole the air conditioning line set. We're gonna wind up putting a new disconnect on the wall because they took the pull out. Note to thief: if you're gonna steal an air conditioner, please leave the pull out for the disconnect, so the air conditioning guy doesn't have to change the disconnect out. All right, I'm gonna get that air handler set in place and get everything put together. Alright, so I got the air handler kind of set in place where I want it to be, and as you can see, the supply plenum here is smaller than the opening of the furnace or the air handler. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure from here to the top of the supply plenum, and I'm going to make a transition piece. There's a couple different ways to do it. A lot of guys would just pan the top of it off here and be done with it, and I actually could, because you see that it's blocked off there anyway, and it's in a crawl, but for looks purposes, it just, I don't know, to me it just looks better instead of just panning that off. But like I said, I could, because there is a blank off piece right here inside the air handler, but I'm just going to go ahead and make a transition piece and make it look better. Alright, so there's transition piece. Remember, this used to be the top of the supply plenum. I just went across the top, measured over 2 3/4 inches, went across down here 6 inches, and then drew a line and made it an angle piece in that way. That's how I got my angle there. So this piece right here used to be the top of the plenum, and I did the same thing for the other side. And let's see, that's the piece I cut off the top of the plenum, which you can kind of see what I did. This piece used to be towards the furnace. This piece was the plenum. And then so that's how I got that. Once I get it all taped up and sealed up and insulate it, it'll look alright. But I'd rather have it look like this than just straight across and pan down. If it'd been faster, actually it wouldn't have been, because still had to cut metal. So kind of tight here. See, there's a concrete block I'm working across, so, or working behind. So anyway, I think I'm gonna run the line set now. It was raining earlier, but now it's bright, nice and shiny out there. Sun's out, sky is clear. So the old plenum, the old return plenum, I'm gonna have to replace it because the opening is too small. So it's too dark, you really can't see it, but I'm gonna replace the old return plenum. Alright, so I have got the system's running. So, got it all done except for the drain line. Just gotta put it in, but I don't know how much of this crawl you can see, but it's pretty tight down here. Actually, it's not that bad, but everything's all running and up to it's already starting to warm up there. It was 48 when I turned the thermostat on, but here in just a few minutes I gotta run the dryer vent. Let me show you what it looked like. I kept noticing, I was like, man, where's all this dryer lint coming from? And there it is. That is why.